What up, YouTube? Back again with my videos. I guess I'm a on a vlogging format, I guess. Don't really show my face, not yet anyway, because most people that subscribe and like my videos already know what I look like. But now that I'm working a steady job, well, I've had this steady job for a while now, but now that I'm having a steady and financially stable income to take care of myself, I'm starting to think of trips and vacations. Because trips and vacations are essentially the let me get away from the dull, dragging on consistency of life. So, this month I'm going out of town with my parents for my great grandma's birthday, and that's pretty cool. I like it. But there are cons about trips because going to certain events are cool, but the trip itself to the destination is sometimes a very tedious thing. When I was younger, I used to always fall asleep when we would go out of town in any direction because, just sitting in the back of a car, not having to drive, was quite easily a good time to fall asleep. But now that I'm old enough to drive, I experienced my first trip where I actually had to be the driver of the car. That was last year when me and my girlfriend had our 3-year anniversary. And boy, was that fun. Like, I commend all the people who regularly drive out of town on their trips to go to from location to location, because boy howdy, the stiffness you get from just sitting in a car for an X amount of time, and you have to be consciously aware of everything at all times, is stressful and a bit tedious. Now, the ride there was kind of fun because me and my girlfriend customized like CD playlists so that we had interesting stuff to listen to on the trip. But on the way back, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. She had fallen asleep within 30 minutes of getting in the car, and it was just me in the open road for like another hour in the darkness trying to stay awake after spending like 9 hours at Universal Studios. So I commend all the people that do same day trips. I commend the people that don't want to fly anywhere. I've never flown anywhere, actually, to my knowledge or to my recalling, because a lot of things could happen in your childhood that you don't remember doing, like trying certain foods and etc. So, to my knowledge, I have not been on a plane. I think I've been on a boat, maybe. Went to Niagara Falls, which was interesting in my youth. But, yeah, to those people that would rather choose to sit in a car for anywhere from an hour and 30 minutes to like 6 to 8 hours a day, I commend you for, the drive to, drive. But this year I'm gonna actually start doing more because 2 years ago I went to my first, no, yeah, no, last year. Last year I went to my first convention ever, and that was SwampCon in Gainesville, Florida, which is nice. It's a little good place, and I completely geeked out. I saw people in costumes from shows I knew, and, had some interesting conversations with some people. And this year I went a little bit more knowledgeable of the event in question, but I just generally noticed that I like the social environment, but I'm still kind of an introverted person, so even though I appreciate someone's cosplay and know what they're going as and how they're enjoying the con, it's not the easiest for me to walk up and be like, hey, that's pretty dope, I like your costume and all stuff, and just start a random conversation. But things like that are fun to me, and I would like to do more of that. So I'm going to try to go to 2 more cons this year. I'm going to try to go to a con in, I think it's Orlando, called what's its face? Called, it's a con in Orlando. And I'm going to go to another con in Tampa in August, which is around my birthday. So that'll be fun in itself. And I get to meet some people that I play games with and stuff if they still want to do it. And we all just go meet up and have a good time. As for going and cosplaying in costumes, I would like to in the future. I'm just realizing I should have made this thing cons instead of trips and vacations out of town. But it's both at the same time, so yeah. 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 Going out of town this month. My dad is having a family get-together reunion type thing in June. And then there's one in October and there's one in August. So I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling this year to, just generally see if it's my cup of tea to be out of the comfort of my own city for extended periods of time. And luckily I have a job that is understanding enough to let me have these multiple experiences. So that's pretty cool. So this is me. This is another part of me that I'm trying to develop and just generally expand my horizons on not just being in my town. But I also know with that comes the money of trips, and it's just not grab like $100 and go out of town, because there's gas, there's food, there's housing if you stay somewhere overnight. There's a lot of costs that come with traveling, so I guess that's kind of why I never really experienced much traveling when I was younger, because money was tight, and I was only in high school, so I wasn't making my own income to add to the trip. And thinking back to living with my parents, that would have been a trip for 4 people going out of town anywhere, which we still try to do 1 or 2 annually, but still just thinking of all the costs of one as an adult now, it's kind of like, I understand why a lot of people want to, but don't as much. And the people that do, to a certain extent, that it's like a lot, I would hope that they are doing it with their finances in mind, because I don't want to be a person that lives outside my means, even though I find trips to be very exciting and fun. Just going to experience a new place, although it freaks me out sometimes, it's pretty cool to do. And that's my take on trips and vacations out of town. Looking at it from an adult's perspective now, you can really see the world for what it is, and how it's not just, oh, we can just go to Disneyland, or we can just go to Orlando, like, anytime we want to. No, it's not that easy. But yeah, if you got some vacationing stories, or if you got some vacationing revelations that you've discovered in your life, feel free to leave a comment, like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you want to see more videos, hit the bell for notifications. And that's it for my video. I'll see y'all tomorrow. See ya.